Today, as I said, Phoebe Wallace, one of our amazing leaders from Australia, was going to present for you, but we had some technical hitches, so you're going to hear from me. If you've heard from me before, I apologise. Having said that, I'm going to rocket through this in less than 30 minutes, I'll guarantee you. And we're going to give you all the details and everything you need to know to understand everything about Neumi. With that in mind, I'm just going to quickly bring up the slides. Bear with me, juggling around at this end. And what I want to do before I kick off is just give you a little background about me, who's presenting to you. Because from my perspective, when I watch a presentation, often I'm thinking, and maybe you are, who is this person? How do they qualify to talk on the topic? You know, how do I know they know what they're talking about? So my background real quick, I was in the mortgage industry 16 years ago in Australia, nearly 17 years now. Loved my job with a passion. It just fulfilled every part of me, except what I found in the corporate world. The higher I went up, the more money I earned, the less time I had. And then what I found is that, unfortunately, let me just change my language to English here. Someone just asked me. What I found was I just had less time with the kids. And of course, my beautiful daughter, who was only young at the time, said, "Dad, I hardly see you." And that's a story of pretty much every person working in the corporate world. So I was looking for a way out. Someone came to me with a breakthrough in the area of glutathione. You'll learn about that today. And they said, "Hey, these capsules are amazing. Try them." And I had a great experience with an old technology in glutathione, and you can hear about advanced technology today. But with that in mind, I instantly had an amazing experience. And then about 2 years later, I don't give ridiculous projections, no Ferraris and Lamborghinis and that sort of rubbish. I just had the same sort of income that I was earning in the corporate world, with about 20% of the hours, and I had my life back. So I was a convert from this industry from that day forward. Now, what's the relevance to Neumi? Well, the founder of that particular company is someone who's become a great friend of mine now for 16 to 17 years, Stephen K. Scott, right? And so Steve is also the founder of Neumi. So we hear all about that as we go through today. So firstly, when we're talking about Neumi, I want to say, firstly, an income disclosure statement. It is an opportunity, and that means that one person can work just as hard as somebody else and earn more or less income. It will vary because of, how many people trust you, how big your network is, who knows? So it is an opportunity, not a job. No guarantees of specific income for any individual working the same hours as somebody else. FDA disclaimer, our products are not designed to treat, cure, or prevent any disease. In fact, you won't hear a disease reference come out of the mouth of any Neumi members if they're doing their job right. So our mission is to help members to become the best version of themselves in every aspect of their lives, and that is vision, innovation, and execution. And we're going to base the whole presentation on that today. So let's talk about vision. The biggest visionary I've ever known is my beautiful friend, Steve Scott. Steve Scott spent his whole life searching for breakthrough products, purchasing the rights exclusively to those products and marketing them online on TV. Over the years, he generated about $4 billion with some of the projects. Some of them you would know. Right around the world, in most countries, everyone's heard of the Total Gym with Christy Brinkley and Chuck Norris. That was one of many successes for Steve. Now, his success on television dwarfed everybody else in direct response television because his strategy was only to market what he called a breakthrough product. Now, breakthrough product is something that does things that nothing else can do as economically or as effectively as any other products in the market. And that's where we're at when it comes to Neumi. Now, having said that, Steve's also a best-selling author, written many books around the world, and a lot of people know of Steve even prior to hearing about Neumi. Now, Steve had gone into retirement after 30 years in health and beauty, and he found the biggest breakthrough of his entire life and decided to come out of retirement and share this breakthrough with the world. Now, for me, 6 years ago, Steve told me about this breakthrough, and I helped him find the investors. One of the biggest investors in the company is an Australian, by the way. And then we launched only 3 years ago with Neumi, and the results have been phenomenal. At the start of Neumi, we then brought on Aaron Rennet. You can see his background on the screen. I don't need to read all of that, except to say you'll see he took another company in network marketing into 37 countries over 13 years. With us, he's taken us into 69 countries under 3 years. And that's because he says our aim is to ensure that Neumi is the most field-driven, responsive company in the industry. Let's talk about our Science and Medical Advisory Board. So if you don't know this, we have an unpaid medical advisory board. None of these people are paid. Now, a lot of companies go, look at our doctor, who we pay, who gives his opinion or her opinion. In our case, no one's paid a cent. They volunteer because they love our products. And you can look at the backgrounds, everyone from Harvard to Stanford, some of the most credible people in the world. Doug Harrington there on the left-hand corner, he pioneered the pulse test for early heart attack detection. Just an amazing gentleman. Dr. Gordon Crozier on this screen. You can see all the different backgrounds of people here all across the world. Gordon Crozier wrote a book on glutathione about 16 years ago. Amazing. And of course, that needs updating now because the most effective glutathione supplement is what you're looking at. And of course, this screen here, I was just chatting this morning to Dean Stubbs, my beautiful friend, who's on the medical advisory board here in Australia. And Bethany Dixon, bottom right-hand corner, she did a trucker study showing the effectiveness of eliminating fatigue with our product. Now, every one of these people on the screen, just like me, have spent decades in the glutathione space. Now, I can say we've tried intravenous, patches, potions, lotions, precursors, liposomals. Nothing has produced the same results that we've seen with the Neumi hydrostat breakthrough, and nothing is as economical. So you're either paying too more or using a product that's inferior if you're using anything else. So let's talk about glutathione, this word you've heard about. What is it? It's the master antioxidant of your body. It is the key to life, health, performance, protection, and longevity of every human cell. It even helps other vitamins in the body do their job better. There is now, way more than you can see on the screen, 186,000 studies on PubMed, the World Scientific Study website, showing why glutathione is so important. What do doctors have to say? They say it's the most powerful antioxidant you've never heard of. It's the key to fighting off disease. We also hear from Dr. David Katz at Yale University saying if you're chronically run down, if you're chronically fatigued, if your body isn't firing on all cylinders, low glutathione is probably the part or the cause and the effect. So as you age, it is normal to have your glutathione levels decrease. That's the white line you can see here. When you're 20, they're at their optimal. Remember when you felt like you'd jump a building into single bound, right? Well, that's because your glutathione levels were high and you were younger. And of course, as they deplete from 18 to 20 years of age, you'll notice this blue line, and this is called oxidative stress. Oxidative stress, when the two lines cross, that's when the nasties happen. Now, our product isn't designed to treat, cure, prevent anything, as we said, but if you have low levels of glutathione, guess what the first line of defense against oxidative stress is? Internal glutathione levels. And of course, 70 to 80 different diseases stem from oxidative stress. So it's good to eliminate oxidative stress from the body. Now, the benefits of glutathione are as follows: strengthened immune system, increased energy, increased stamina and endurance, improved exercise recovery times, greater mental clarity and focus, enhanced quality and even length of life. And so the problem is, if you were to take glutathione orally, it's a fragile molecule that gets destroyed through the digestive process, rendering it virtually useless. The other challenge is molecule size. This is where we differ. I love saying this. We're not in competition with any glutathione supplements because nobody has the molecule size we do, right? Because the molecule of glutathione is like trying to drive a bus through a keyhole. It is impossible to get that molecule into certain places. Having said that, we nanosize, which we'll talk about in a minute. The short half-life refers to people using intravenous. Great idea. Very expensive. Dr. Dean owned a glutathione IV clinic, and brilliant, except here we can actually use our product every hour, whereas you'll find your glutathione levels drop pretty significantly quite fast when you're using intravenous. So our innovation is the key. The solution is hydrostat nanotechnology. So what we do is we nanosize particles protected by ultra purified water clusters. Now, the traditional way of nutrition is we go, let's just pump as much as we can into our product, knowing that most of it makes you have orange urine and never gets into where it needs to be. That's what happens. But that's because the cell size, and you can see here just a bit of a graphic here showing when we're nanosized, we can absorb into a deeper place. Let's take it deeper. Cell size. Neumi's nanosized ingredients are between 10 and 100 nanometers. Now, I do this visually for you because it's a layman explanation. I got a lot of hair, but look at this. This is a human hair. You can't even see it, or maybe you can. Right? That's 100,000 nanometers. Now, we have our products nanosized down to as far as between 10 and 100 nanometers. What does that mean? Well, if you're under, say, 20 to 30 nanometers, you can penetrate the blood-brain barrier. So the liposomals of the world, even the ones at 65 nanometers I've heard about recently, wrap them with fats too big can't penetrate there. Oh, okay. If you're down under 10 nanometers, you can absorb into a human cell. So in our case, we're very unique, and that graphic on the bottom of the screen shows every other product versus ours. Like I said, there is no competition. So this visual really helps you to understand how nanotechnology works, because what happens is a cell can only absorb the section of a molecule that it touches. So normally that's what happens. But when you nanosize, you can get up to 200 times greater application of the product. So delivery, I mentioned we wrap our ingredients in water clusters for protection and absorption. It is purer than a hospital IV. Now, looking at older technologies like liposomals, they use lipids, which are fats. Nothing wrong with that, except for the fact that fats attracts toxins as well. So this led to our amazing product called NutraSwish. And in the product isn't just glutathione. So in our case, you take this product, and you swish it in your mouth for 30 seconds, and you get glutathione within 30 seconds into the bloodstream. About 70 seconds to the organs, we get told by one of the nanotechnology universities. And then you also get cysteine, which is one of the 3 building blocks your body needs to produce more glutathione. And you get curcumin, and you also get vitamin C, which helps glutathione do its job better. Now, if you were to compare that to, say, other products like liposomals, you would need 4 bottles of product. You need 1 for glutathione, 1 for cysteine, 1 for vitamin C. Cost you 4 times as much. This product is half the price of most precursors, a third of the price of some other technologies, and in that case, with liposomal, can end up being as little as a quarter of the price. Now, if you're looking through here, you'll see also all the benefits you'll get from this product. Immune system boost, joint support, cognitive health, clean and sustained energy, and rapid recovery. Don't take my word for it. Pick the most skeptical friend you've ever known, and this is one of mine, Natalie Jenkinson. She was an Olympian judo champion, but also 4 times Australian women's boxing champion. She said to me, Michael, I've tried every potion, every lotion, nothing ever works. It's always a letdown. I said, just try it. She tried it, and the first thing she noticed on day 1, she slept really well. A lot of people talk about that. She said, if that was it, it was worth it. But after day 13, she was so clear. She said, I had the endurance and recovery I had in my elite fighting years. Now, often people watch this and say, that's great, Michael, but you don't understand. She probably eats meat pies all day. I eat healthy. Great. Check this out. Alexander Glover is a vegan triathlete. And he said, I immediately noticed this product was in my body from day 1. I had amazing focus and brain clarity. But I went on after 4 days to have so much energy. I had a disinterest in coffee. And after 1 week, I had running speed, muscle strength, more noticeable. And even my recovery was more speedy as well. That then moves us on to our second product, which is our skin spray. And what happened there is we got contacted by Dr. Marina Perito, who is a world-renowned dermatologist, and she said, if you're taking your particle size down as small as you are, saw Keith just sprayed his face on the screen. If you're taking it down as small as you are, if you put other ingredients like hyaluronic acid, curcumin, collagen, some other amino acids, you'd have the best skincare in the world, because most skincare sits on the surface of the skin and gets into the first layer, maybe the second, but doesn't go to the last. So we've done exactly what she said, and it helps reduce pore size, lifts and firms, reduces appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, smooths the skin, brightens and evens the skin tone, and fights skin aging pollutants. Here are a few examples of this product. Now, I remember when this happened, because I never took my before photo, but I saw this one from Sherry, a friend of mine, and I said, Steve, you have got to have edited that. It's got to be Photoshopped. Now, if you meet Sherry, she's going to be at our event in Utah in 3.5 weeks. She's in her 60s. She looks younger than the photographs now. It's crazy. So bit of Benjamin Button going on there after 7 weeks. This is an example of a beauty therapist who said after just 8 days, you could see the results in her product and her face. This is our founder, Steve. You can see the difference in the tightness and also how much his skin shines. Young people, great results there. People with all sorts of skin types, 4 weeks there. And I love this one because this is a friend or a client of a friend of mine who's a skincare educator worldwide. And she didn't even see the difference till we compared the photos and said, wow, look at the lines around the mouth. Look at the brightness of the skin. Look at her neck. She says, I didn't lose weight, but the tightness of this collagen in the skin actually reduced the appearance there in 4 weeks. This lady, turkey neck, who doesn't want to lose those? And of course, that leads us to our next product. So we started with those 2 products, external skin spray, internal for glutathione health. Then we decided, what if we took our hydrostat process with other proven ingredients, things like peony, chasterberry, donquai, maca, ashwagandha, and I hope I pronounced those all right, Keith. Right? But those ingredients are proven to help women with health issues, but not always as effective, because now we nanosize them and they get into the cells in a way nothing else does. So the results we're seeing in a double-blind placebo-controlled test done by one of our doctors is cramp relief, increased libido, minimized hot flashes, mood improvement, decreased bloating, hormone balance, improved sleep, all sorts of benefits, and even natural energy as well. So for a complete list of the ingredients, go to our website. I want to say this product is currently, as of this recording, only available in USA, Canada, and Mexico, but it will soon be available in more countries as well. And we can't produce enough of this to keep up with the demand. People are loving it. So testimonials from that double-blind placebo-controlled test. Every time I had a hot flash, I swish and it stops, from 55-year-old. Another one, my body is no longer at war with itself, 32-year-old. For the first time in 6 years, I can sleep under my covers, 53-year-old. These are the sorts of feedback we're getting from that thing. Now, there's a new product coming. I may have taken it this morning myself, right, for the brain health, and it'll be launched in 3.5 weeks. And they gave it out to strategically a lot of people around the world, and we've all tested it, and that's why I am buzzing and talking so fast today. So let's talk about execution. We chose to go into the home-based business industry to do this. Now, Steve could have gone into infomercials again. He's done it before, biggest infomercial giant on the planet. He said, Michael, we spend millions in doing that. Now, let's put the money in the pocket of people instead. Network marketing means the everyday person can profit share on that. Interesting statistics. COVID, we thought, shut everything down worldwide. Well, during that period, the industry grew quite rapidly. In fact, 3.3% growth during that period where everything else went down. In that period, we grew. In fact, these slides are out of date. We're now in 69 countries. We have 165,000 members, to my knowledge, and we're growing out of control. So we throw in freebies. We have no membership fees. We don't believe in membership fees. Some companies charge you membership subscriptions to get products cheaper. We give them to you cheaper without the membership fees, right? So we also give away things like this. Steve Scott, best-selling author, has a program called Master Strategies of Super Achievers. You access that for free instead of buying it. We have Amber Brown, our Neumi Fit coach. You can access her training for free. We also have a travel platform, because we know in travel or in home-based business, there is every man and his dog and their dog has a program with travel at the moment. So many, they're competing with each other left, right, and center. We decided, let's disrupt that by giving away the platform that they charge for free. Did you hear that right? Yes, for free. We don't charge for it and they're charging for it. Well, that's because we can. So let's talk about tools. We give those away as well. Steve Scott has a philosophy. Why would you charge for a tool to grow the business when we're going to benefit from that? So we give our tools away, and we have an app, which is amazing. It tells you absolutely everything about your business. If I sent a link now to Phoebe or to Larry I'm looking at, it'll tell me if he opens it. It'll tell me if he watches right to the end as well. And there's some exciting stuff coming with that soon as well. So Neumi, New You, we have a Facebook page. If you're looking at any other Facebook pages online, they are for individual teams, not for Neumi members worldwide. This is the only team one, the only company one, where you can go there and see before and after photos, etc. You'll need to say who invited you. You'll need to click agree to group rules to get in it. And then, of course, if you are Spanish, we have the company's official channel for that as well on Facebook. And if you're a member, we have a member-only one as well, which you need a member number to get into. Let's talk about the guarantee. Try our product. If you don't like it, you'll get your money back. Really strong agreement, isn't it? I've been involved for 3 years. There's 165,000 people across the world, and I can count on one hand how many products I know have been returned. Pretty cool, hey? So hassle-free subscriptions, you can terminate any time. There's no contracts or anything. You can just turn it on, turn it off, whatever you like. Love it to get your money back, as I said, and free product. Who does not like free product? So your purchase options are many on the website at neumi.com, but you could just buy an essentials kit, one of each product, and instead of paying $65 per bottle, you pay 50, so you save money. If you buy a quarterly pack, we'll throw in an extra bottle of product for free, saving $155. If you go up in size, buy a $500 pack, you'll save $280, right up to a bundle pack where you save an absolute squillion. So let's talk about compensation now. So we have a very unique compensation plan. We don't have convoluted PV/BV ratios and how that works. We just have a simple PV to $1 ratio. Now, I can confidently say, hand on heart, we pay more than every company in the industry. Why? They will talk about their PV/BV ratio and they'll say, we pay 50% of the BV. That is usually 27 cents in the dollar, sometimes 38 if they're lucky. We're paying 55 cents in the dollar in the overall program, not including all our incentive trips and all the other bonuses. Most companies, one that I remember from when I was 18 years of age, starts with A, ends in Y, won't say anymore. They actually say they pay 27 cents in the dollar. Oh, and that includes all their trips. You see what I mean? So no one comes close to what we pay out because our cost of production is so low. So moving right along, we have weekly commissions and monthly commissions. On the weekly commissions, we pay up to about 43% on those. How does it work? When you introduce anyone, that's a term, industry term, sponsor. When you introduce or sponsor someone, you'll receive 25%. So if Keith joined me with an essentials kit, I'd get $25. If Phoebe joined you with a $1,000 kit, you're $250. If Keith is a customer and just keeps buying for the next 10 years, you'll get 25% every time he does. So as your business grows, this is the cool part. Who do those people know that you don't know? It opens up the world. You can get up to 6 generations more with 3% on each level based on rank. 43% total payout on the weekly commissions. But as I said, overall, a total of 55 cents in the dollar. So the monthly commissions, how do they work? We have a roadmap to get the engine started. This is not your ultimate aim of commission earnings. This is just the engine starter. To keep it simple, we say, hey, introduce 3 people who become members and buy just 2 products each month. That's it. When you do that, you'll receive a $50 bonus in your second month onwards, on top of all the other bonuses, just as an incentive. When you help those 3 people to find 3 people and you rank as a senior member, we'll pay you an extra $250 on top of all the other bonuses. And then finally, help those 3 find 3. Really simple 3x3x3 strategy, and you'll earn up to 1,500. In fact, you could build more than one power of 3 and earn up to 3,000 if you wish. So here's where the bigger dollars come in. It's called the uni level and the infinity bonus. So members automatically qualify to receive 7% 3 levels down, but it's a 7-level plan. So in order to unlock all the other levels, you need to qualify at a higher rank, which I'll show you in just a moment. Higher ranks also qualify for infinity bonuses from level 8 on and beyond. So a diamond or a double diamond or a triple diamond or a crown, you can see the percentages that we pay there that keep growing and growing and growing. These are on top of all the other bonuses, not as a total bonus maximum, if that makes sense, right? Crowns learn way more than 15,000 a month. So let me show you. If you're joining, you immediately unlock level 3, as you can see. And as your business grows to what we call senior member, then you can unlock level 4. When your volume grows enough with your team, you get to level 5 as a 1-star, then 6, then 7. It maxes out there at 7, and this is the first rank where you need structural requirements of at least having 2 1-stars for pure duplication. So that's a real leadership rank. You can't sell your way there, really. And then a 3-star, a diamond has 3 1-star legs. You can see the infinity bonuses. And then it's all about duplicating 1-stars, right? As you can see, 4 1-stars, 5 1-stars, 6 1-stars. So if you ask me, how does this work? I can surmise it in 1 second. Step 1, join with a pack. Step 2, find 3 people or more, a minimum 3. When you have 3 people, you want to help them to find 3 who find 3 of 3. Your goal is to get to 1-star. Once you get to 1-star, that's a pretty good income. Duplicate that across 3 legs, you're a diamond. 4 legs, double diamond. And you go all the way up to crown with 6 legs. So it's real simple. Power of 3 leads to 1-star. 1-star leads to all the ranks in the business. Real simple stuff. So moving on, there's a final bonus called the monthly leadership bonus pool. So I'm here in Australia. We just lit the fuse and launched Indonesia, which went off like a frog in a sock. That's an Aussie statement. So you'll be able to profit shop from that. If you're in another part of the world right now and you join and you build through to these ranks I'm going to show you, even if you never set a foot on the ground or ever have a member in Indonesia, you will profit share on the Indonesian expansion and growth. This is huge. So we put 1% of the global volume of member purchases every month into a pool. And if you're a 2-star, you share in that worldwide. 3-star, another percentage, right through diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, and crown. And it's cumulative. What's that mean? Well, when you get to a crown, you share in every single pool. Or if you're a triple diamond, all 5 pools, etc. Pretty exciting bonus. So as we wrap up, right on 10:31 here, guess what? The question is, are you A, ready to get started? And if you are, fantastic. Are you B, needing more info? The person who invited you has that app I'm talking about. They can send you a video on every single topic you could dream of. Or C, you just want to try the product. Trust me, like I said earlier, if you haven't used glutathione before, you're going to be blown away. If you used every other form of glutathione, you are paying too much and you got a more inferior product, you're going to be blown away. So again, apologies, we had technical issues at the start with Phoebe, but the show went on. And I'd encourage you to get on tomorrow for Members Night. For the members, we have a gentleman coming online who has decades of experience talking about pure duplication. His name is Italo, and he's one of our key leaders. You want to make sure that you don't miss that call tomorrow. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening.